Hello, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Christina, aka Northwest Reader, and this is my weekly wrap up. I actually finished some books. It's been a it's been a busy week for me. My husband has had work emergency going on for him, so he's been just busy trying to handle that. And right now it is storming outside, so you might hear noises because my cat is running around the sliding glass door chasing leaves. That's her. So she's probably going to do that while I'm filming because why not? Trying to handle that, so I've been at home trying to take care of the babes and just doing household stuff, and I just been keeping busy. But some books I finished. So this book is from Crystal Lake Publishing, I think is their name, and I'm on their email list, and I asked to read an arc of this, and I read it pretty quick. It's really short novella, but it's called The Boy with the Spider Face by A.J. Franks. I gave it 4 stars. I thought it was decent. It's a coming of age story about this, I think he's a preteen, or he's a teenager. He may be a teenager. I'm not sure. I don't remember now, but he has the face of a spider, and I think it's just a couple days in his life. I can't remember, but it's just everything that he goes through, from getting picked on to befriending a new kid at school, and just it actually tackled a lot of interesting topics, like underlying topics of racism, sexuality, growing up in a dysfunctional home, and just a bunch of stuff. Really interesting. I liked it from beginning to end. I thought it was a really solid story, and it had some gore, and I appreciated it. It kind of went a route I wasn't expecting, and I liked it. So I gave it 4 stars. I thought it was pretty good. It's the first time I ever read anything by A.J. Franks, so I'm gonna keep an eye out. But I love the cover. I thought it looked awesome, and I just had to give it a try. So the next book I finished was an arc also. This is a little early for me to be doing a review for something that's not out yet, because I believe it comes out December 1st. So I'm probably not going to physically write my review until it's a little bit closer to remind people. But it's Waif by Samantha Kolsnick. I gave it, I think I gave it 4 stars. I thought it was very good. Yeah, it starts, how it starts out, how the middle is, and how the ending goes. It's a wild ride. You think the story's gonna be about some specific thing, and then it morphs into something a completely different story, and it just throws you for a loop. But it starts out with this housewife who is not in the best marriage, abusive. She's just over it, but she's obsessed with this man who's she thinks is the love of her life, the man of her dreams, and it goes from there. And wow, it's also another one of those, it's a novella, so it's one of those stories where it has the beginning, the middle, and the end. And I felt great by the end of the story. I thought it was pretty good. The main character, I forget her name, but you follow her throughout the story, and I feel like there was growth there, even though she was really, you feel really bad for her in the beginning, and then she becomes she's really selfish, and she definitely has some type of mental disorders, different ones and stuff, because she just went through a lot of abuse and stuff like that, so it's completely justifiable. But it's it was cool to see her transform into a completely different person by the end of the story, by the end of the book, and I really like that. And it's very badass women in it, so I'm always for it. And there is some gore for sure. There's body horror. There's a lot of content warnings, so I would look into them just in case. But again, like I've said this before, but a lot of the books I read have content warnings and trigger warnings, so especially in the horror genre, so I just recommend just looking just in case you do have triggers. So yeah, 4 stars. I really liked it. And then the next book I finished as an audiobook, so that, it's a big book, so that's the only reason I got through it. But it's The Book of Accidents by Chuck Wendig. I give it 4 stars. It's definitely very Stephen King-esque, where there is just a lot of craziness happening. Like, this book, a lot happens. I thought it was just going to be this haunted house book, yada yada yada. And now I'm like, I don't get why people categorize this as a haunted house book, because it isn't. It isn't at all. Like, maybe in the very beginning, it has like kind of the haunted house vibes, but this is way more. This is like beyond the paranormal. This is like, I don't want to give any spoilers away, but you know how Stephen King can just go like super out there and just messing with a bunch of element. I just don't want to spoil anything. But it goes all the way out there. And there were just like a few moments in the book where I'm like, this is kind of corny. I'm not really, it was just a couple elements I wasn't into, or I was just like bored with. But there were a lot of plot twists that I was so caught off guard by. And it was just, it wasn't predictable. I didn't see it coming type of stuff. And that stood out to me a lot. But at the same time, it could be super confusing, because there's multiple things happening at once, and you see different perspectives in different ways. It's just, the author definitely used up all of the 520 pages to just throw you for a loop. If you're a fan of Stephen King, and like the wild Stephen King, like, I'm trying to think, I would say maybe, because it's not realistic whatsoever. I'm trying to think, like the Dark Tower series, I imagine, is kind of similar to this, even though I read only a little bit of the first book from that series, but it's a trip. That's all I want to say. But yeah. Wow. So yeah, those, oh, and then I also, I guess, kind of technically finished, but it wasn't on Goodreads, so I didn't mark it, so that's why I didn't think. But it's The Village of Gil by Damien Casey? Is it Casey, or is it Cassie? I think it's Casey. Hilarious. This is a choose your own adventure, and it's about 4 friends, and they're going to travel to an island, and I died immediately. I'm not surprised. I've always sucked at these. I don't know why. Even when I tried to cheat, I still died. And then the second time trying to go through it, I was cheating just a little, because I would see the page options. I'm like, oh, this page option is on like page 42, and then the next one is on page 44. So obviously 42 you're gonna die, right? My logic. Sure, so let's choose the other one. No, I died by this creature that freaks me out and terrifies me in my real life. Like, I don't want to spoil what it is, but I have phobias of going into the deep ocean and all the creatures and monsters that are down there it's terrifying to even think. And then just seeing video or pictures of it, I would rather cut my own head off. That's very dramatic, I know, but I wouldn't even think twice about it, because that's like coming face to face with some of the stuff that's down there is I ended up dying that way. And it's not even like a shark, man. No, no, no. But the way Damien wrote how this thing like kills you and like captures you, brilliant. Brilliant. I like never even read it, never read anything like that before. So that would be a really good concept for like a full-length like novella or book. So Damien, you should definitely do it. But yeah, I am enjoying this. I'm gonna try. I only tried the 2 times and then I stopped because it was late. But I'm gonna keep trying and see if I can beat this thing, because I used to love this as a kid. And this is a lot of fun. It's funny and goofy, and yeah. The first time I died, I was really surprised by what was happening, because I wasn't expecting it. I expected something to happen, but what was happening was just surprising. And I just love what you're not expecting, you know, so you're not safe. But yeah. Oh, and I bought this, so this is like my little mini haul. This is the only book I purchased other than my ebooks. But yes, I'm enjoying it. And in the future, next month, me and Damien are going to do a huge giveaway. Like huge, biggest ever. I don't know, that was my Trump impression. It's terrible, which good. But he's giving away some books, and he also, I think he had movies or something, and I'm giving away pretty much my whole, like, most of the items in my Etsy. I'm gonna put in that giveaway. So that's a lot of stuff, I'm just saying. So you should keep an eye out, and it will be posted on his Instagram and Twitter, so you should jump on it. Anyways, okay, so what I've been reading and continue to read. I've been trying to pick up some audiobooks, and I've just been meh about them. Like, I was in a thrillery mood, but then once I started, I was spacing out. So I think I've hit my lull with audiobooks, which is fine. I just need to take a break from it, I think. So I'm pretty much reading all the same stuff. I think, though, for Shade, I'm going to DNF for now. Chad Nicholas's Shade. I'm enjoying it. I think I'm like 40% into it, but I'm at the point now where I haven't picked it up in so long that I'm going to have to reread it, and I don't really have the time at this moment, so I'm going to have to put on the DNF. I know it sounds terrible, the DNF TBR, but that's what it is. I'm not really in the mood for that like cop serial killer thing, because the Book of Accidents like kind of tired me out on that subject, you know. So Darkest Hour, I'm still reading. I will finish. The Sober Girl Society, blah blah blah. And then I continued reading with The Brothers Curse. I'm still enjoying it. It's a lot of fun. I'm really hoping to finish it this week. This is going to be my main focus for this week, is trying to get this read. And also, I don't have it on my Goodreads, but the Diabolica Americana, the short story collection, I started that a couple days ago because it comes out at the end of the month, I believe. So I read the first story. I think it was by Brennan. I want to say, I could be totally wrong, but I was loving it. So I have to just continue on with that. So that's my reading update. So much fun, so exciting, and big things are happening for me in my shop and my life. So I have 2 new stickers that I've created. It is Colin Robinson from What We Do in the Shadows, the show. It is my, like, there's The Office, and then I'll say Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and then What We Do in the Shadows. Top 3 easily all-time favorite shows ever created. And it's just so freaking funny. So funny. And he is my absolute favorite vampire by far. He's an energy vampire, so he's just so funny. Like, just the blandness, the dryness, and he tries to bore you or anger you or whatever, and he sucks all the drain, like all of your energy, and that's how he feeds. So it's just brilliant, brilliant to have that type of vampire with actual blood-sucking vampires as a roommate. Like, oh, it's just phenomenal. And the finale, this season 3 or season 4 finale is all about his 100th birthday. So I felt like, oh my gosh, why don't I have something of him to celebrate him? So I have I don't live to drain, I drain to live. And Reads with Dogs, she loves this character, and she reminded me, I forgot he even said this, but young, dumb, and full of cum. It's just so ridiculous. But yeah, I have these up on my Etsy, and I started my own Patreon, which is exciting, absolutely scary, but exciting at the same time. I designed, you can do just the sticker package for $6, you can do just the bookmarks for $10, and then you can do the combo for $15. And the reasoning behind it is my stickers usually are $4 each, so the sticker package, you get 2 stickers monthly, and the stickers are the exclusive Patreon only special sticker that I'm only going to have on there, not on my Etsy or anything like that. And you pretty much pick the theme or whatever you want me to design, and I'll do it. And then the other one is just like probably like my latest sticker that I designed or whatever you want, pretty much from my Etsy. And then the bookmark only, you get either one interactive bookmark, which is pretty much 2 bookmarks put together, which you'll see what I mean by that. And then, or you get just 2 regular bookmarks from my Etsy. Like, no really special edition or anything like that. Like, I don't think I'm going to do that yet, because the interactive one is going to be really crazy. And my bookmarks are usually around like $6.50, so I figured $10 was a good range. And then to get both stickers and bookmarks, $15, which I think is fairly a good price, but what do I know? And then $20, you get everything, plus I'll design some stuff for you. So there you go. And then each tier, except for the like dollar one, you get a discount from my Etsy shop too. So I hope I explained all that for you, but I think I can show you what it's going to be for November. Let me go get it. On my Patreon right now, there are people who signed up, which thank you so very much. And I put up a poll of what they want me to design for November, because November is my very first month, so people get charged on the 1st of November. And everyone chose Scream, the movie, so I designed this little ditty. And the sticker, it's like shiny and stuff. It's not going to be shiny. It's going to have a matte finish once I put it on there, but it's Drew in the mask. Like, I'm test printing. I think it looks decent. It has like a texture to it and stuff, like the painting texture. But I like how it turned out. It doesn't exactly look like Drew to me, but you get the idea, the iconic hair and phone and stuff. But I like how it turns out. I think it looks pretty good. But yeah, if you join my Patreon, you can get one of these lovelies, and I might even make it bigger, because right now it's like 4x3, 3x4, whatever. I don't know, but I'm enjoying it. I like it. And I have so many exciting plans and ideas that I want to do for the Patreon. So go over there. Let's be friends. Anyways, so I think that's it. Hopefully everyone is having a good week. This week's gonna be really busy. So, but I plan on just continuing reading all my books, but mostly focus on The Brother's Curse, which is, it's so good. It's really good. It's so good. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you so much. Hopefully you all have a great Halloween week. Halloween is just around the corner, and then it's going to be chaos. I don't like November. I'm not a fan of December. Like, for the next few months, it's all, ugh. I don't like all of it because it's so busy. Ugh. Anyways, I'm a downer. It's alright. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate you, and I will talk to you later.